New England Patriots had a chance to get into the postseason. All they had to do was beat the Buffalo Bills in a magical day at Orchard Park. It was not going to happen from the opening kickoff, basically. And this was so good to see from the beginning. If you were on social media, Damar Hamlin tweeting out that he was watching the game, or this might have been on, this was on Twitter. From his hospital bed with his family, his parents there by his side doing the heart sign that we saw throughout the NFL, certainly from the Bills in this one. And you've all seen it by now. The opening kickoff, Nyheim Hines goes back 96 yards the other way. Just a magical moment. And let's just start with Josh Allen. Maybe you've seen this, maybe you have not. His words on how that impacted him and the entire team. Here's Josh Allen after the game.
I can't remember a play that touched me like that, I don't think, in my life. So it's probably number one.
How about the second one?
It was just spiritual, and I was going around, and I was going around my team and saying, God's real. Like, you can't draw that one up, write that one up any better. And I was just told by Kevin Curran, it's been 3 years and 3 months. Since the last kickoff return, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can just tell what a difficult week. First of all, it was for the Buffalo Bills.
They're a close football team, and like we kind of talked about with like Rodgers and Green Bay, like he's there all the time. Josh Allen, they love him, and he loves them, and it's crazy. It's crazy. It's the most. I can almost get emotional talking about it. Yeah. It's crazy that it was such a special moment, that first kick return, that I was like, I got on the phone and called my family. It's weird. I don't even know why I'm getting emotional about it right now, but it just was special. And like Josh Allen said right there, I think what's cool is, higher power, karma, angels, football gods, whatever you want to say, God, whoever. It just was like one of those where you just, that was powerful. It really was.
The power of people who love each other and believe in each other.
Right.
And have been through, thick and thin, literally. And it's a football game that we play, but it puts it instantly in perspective what we're all doing. And then to be able to come together as a team, he's watching from afar. And you mentioned it, like the closeness of this team. I don't think all teams have that necessary, camaraderie between offense and defense, right?
Exactly
it seemed like a lot of the offensive players know who DeMar. I mean, they're tight.
Right.
It was clear they're tight.
Yeah,
and it's helped.
It has helped. You feel it when I was up there in training camp. I felt it there even when I was there a few years ago. It comes from Sean McDermott too, his ability to blend it all together. It's a little bit of the gift of being the small town team too. Nobody lives that far from each other. It's not like New York here, the New York Giants, where you got one guy that lives in New Jersey and the other guy lives in Manhattan, and they're like, man, we're like 40 miles apart, and if there's traffic, we're like, it's going to take me forever to get there. And it's not like we're going to meet you around the corner at some restaurant. We're in Buffalo. That's a real thing. That adds to the closeness of the football team. Yeah. But that was just like a crazy, crazy special moment. And I think also, too, what you saw is I think there was a part of us that were all scared to go, man, is it insensitive to play football, right? And even think about playing a game. But football players play football. And that's what I think that was a huge part of the healing process yesterday. That was the big thing to me. And I think that's going to get them over the hump here. There's certain stages, but I think that was important for everybody in the NFL to go out and hit each other and be like, okay, wait, I hit that guy in the chest. He's okay. Okay, okay, good. We're back to football. I think that was really important yesterday, and it shows you how important football is to our country and how it brings everybody together in so many different ways. That's where it's special. It is America's sport. And I think that's where it was so gloomy last week, was not only our feel for the player, but we were like, damn, our biggest sport, our favorite sport here in the United States took a real, uppercut. So I think that was awesome yesterday. It really was. And, man, that place was bonkers. And early on in the game, like, the Bills are just playing on pure emotion.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they were playing that good. They were just flying around so fast and crazy that it was just like New England can't match their intensity yet. And then the game settled in, and it became a pretty good game to watch, and good for Buffalo, just pulling out more magical, big-time plays, and that's where they're crazy.
I do want to give some credit to the New England Patriots.
We got to.
Because, Mac Jones made some plays, 3 touchdowns, also made some plays for the Buffalo Bills, 3 interceptions in this game. And when you think about their season, they are a playoff team, if not for the lateral against Vegas, or the late fumble from Stevenson against Cincinnati,
right,
where it seemed like it was just a formality where they just needed to.
They had some heartbreakers this year.
They really did, and which is Belichick-like.
Right.
So they made those mistakes, and so those still count. Third losing season in 23 years under Bill Belichick, second in the last 3 seasons. We got a tweet here from Zach Cox Nesson, our friend over at Nesson.
Yeah.
Will Mac Jones be the Patriots starting quarterback next season? Belichick, quote, this is not to us. This was just a tweet. Mac has the ability to play quarterback in this league. We all have to work together to be more productive than we were this year. So he might still be our friend, Zach Cox, but this was not directed towards us. This was just an informational tweet out there. There's going to be some changes with New England. I don't think Matt Patricia's back as the offensive coordinator.
No way. I think it's going to be Billy O'Brien.
That's what you've
from
said
everything
before.
I've heard, right?
You think it'll be Mac Jones?
I do. I mean, Mac Jones is really good. Is he ever going to be a top 5 quarterback in football? No. Is Mac Jones, could he be, Kirk Cousins plus, right? His whole career? Definitely. Right? And then if you put him a good team, then you can win Super Bowls with that. He's a guy like I've used this with Brady before. He could take advantage of more, right? That's the thing. So he's not a guy you want to go, well, we'll just play simple and he'll make big throws and he'll make plays, right? Like a Burrow or Allen or Mahomes, where they can do that. Mm-hmm. Like we've got on the Bengals before. I go, it's so simple. Yeah. But, they got Jamar Chase and they got a freaky quarterback and they can just do that. He's not that. But if you give him a million checks and, hey, remember this and read this and, hey, when they do this defense, audible to that, and you give him all that stuff, he can really use it and process it. And that's the beauty of him. And I think that's what McDaniels loved about him. It's what Shanahan loved about him. And that's why I think it was a detriment for how it was set up this year because, like Vance Joseph said, the Cardinals defensive coordinator when they played it seems like a defensive coordinator's calling the conservative, run the ball, basic pass concepts, right? And those are things that, he can do it, but it's not in his wheelhouse. And you're not taking advantage of all that's there to be had with Mac Jones if you play that style of football. But, they could still, I think you saw plenty of good. We saw plenty of explosive plays there, and it was not a great offense. So, yes, Mac Jones will be the starter there. It's crazy when you think about Belichick, 3rd losing season, 2 of the last 3. One of them's the COVID year where things were going real good until Cam Newton got COVID. We can't forget about that. There's a little context to that situation.
Sure.
And then this year, like you said, I think that's the crazy thing this year. The penalties, the up of situational football like we've never seen before, and games where you go, Thanksgiving night, right? They dominated Minnesota. They let up a kick return. They're, turning the ball over, stupid penalties, running into the punter. There's just games like that this year that we're not used to seeing from the New England Patriots.
Yeah, much to be discussed, much content that will be given to us in the offseason about what the New England Patriots do next year after missing the playoffs again.
Thanks for watching, homies. Hit subscribe to see all my unbuttoned videos. You get to see me, Ahmed Fareed, all the big player breakdowns, game breakdowns, player interviews, and my film analysis. So please subscribe. Chris Simms Unbuttoned. Peace out.